Hello. Welcome to Mamlaka Broadcast Network. My name is Ambassador George, broadcasting for one of our studio here in Germany. Welcome. This is the day the Lord make. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you very much for your time. It's always a privilege for us to meet you at your home, at your way driving to work, or everywhere you have the opportunity to listen to us. Thank you very much. Thank you. And so doing, we are also contributing to the advancement of the kingdom. And so help us to encourage us each time that the Lord put something in our heart to share with you. So today, we are continuing our series of the Gospel of Matthew, part 10. Today, we have some principles that we're going to talk about it. The first one is the power of the law of empowerment, where we're going to see how Jesus Christ gave his power away to increase his influence. Also, we're going to see also the mentorship Jesus ways. That's the topic that we're going to talk about today. So let us go straight away into the word, and with some little PowerPoint that I put out so that we can discuss about it. The first one is choose a team and empower them for partnership. Because Jesus Christ knew in chapter 9 where he says, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So he knew that they were in need of many workers. So he developed a plan how to gather people, those workers around him, so that they can go into the mission and be effective. So that's what we're going to learn about today. Take immediate action toward the fulfillment of the vision. These 12 disciples sent out. That's what Jesus did. He gathered a disciple and sent them out. So now, the method of sending them out is what is going to really be very, very important for us today. It's going to be very, very important for us today. And the law of empowerment. Jesus gave power away and multiply his influence. And this word of giving is very powerful, and we know that. The Bible always says, God so loved the world that he gave his own beloved son so that anyone who believes to him will have eternal life. There's always a power in giving. Everything that we give, multiply. Everything that we keep, diminish. Powerful. That is how the principle of the kingdom is very strong and powerful, mostly everywhere into the word of God, where he say everyone who wants to keep his life will lose it, but the one who gives his life for my kingdom will gain it. So it's always a blessing in giving than to receiving. Effective leadership attracts and brokers the talent of others. Leaders must develop others to reach their potential. No one did this better than Jesus. In Matthew 10, we see the result of Jesus' vision for more workers. Even though he has not finished training his disciples, he sent them out to exercise their gift. So it is with our people. At some point, we need to end the lecture and send them out to cry what they have learned. Consider how Jesus empowered his 12-man staff. First, how did Jesus empower his 12-man staff? First, what did he do? A personal call. Jesus selected them and called them by name. He called the disciples by their name. Why? Because in those days, remember, name was very, very significant. So they did not just give name to people, to children like that. No. Any name has a signification. It was very important. It was really, really attached to the personality of the person. So that's why Christ called them by name, for them to really be identified, and feel secure on who they was. It's very important. Second, a direct commission. Jesus Christ gave them a direct commission. That in verse 5, he said, these 12 disciples sent out with the following instruction. Do not go among the Gentiles and enter any town of the Samaritan. This was direct instructions, direct commissions, very direct, and very specific. So Jesus Christ has a specific target, to whom those people should go, in which region they should go, not everywhere. It was very, very specific. Third, a center objective, 5 to 6. He told them to go to the Hebrews, not the Gentile. 5 to 6. He said, these 12 disciples, Jesus sent out with the following instruction: do not go among the Gentiles, or enter any town of the Samaritan. That's the instruction that Christ gave to them. So very specific, because it targets it has a particular how will I say it? Have a people that it targets. It was very specific. It did not target everyone at the same time. No, it is a specific, particular group of people, and those people were, as the Bible said here, was the people of do not go among the Gentile, or enter town of the Samaritan. The 12 said, so it very expensive, but to the lordship of Israel. It was targeting the population of Israel only. So that's why it was very specific to decide the detail that we have. So just follow it, nothing else. And then fourth, a clear message. He gave them the specific message. Verse 7, he gave them specific message. As you go proclaim this message, the kingdom of heaven has come near. You see, a clear message, the kingdom of God has come near. And that's what the disciples were just only that, nothing else add about it. That was the message that Christ sent to them. That was the message that Christ gave to them. 5, practical credential. He equipped them to gain credibility by giving them tools to confirm their message. And that's verse 8. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive off demons, freely you have received, freely give. So here is very important. He equipped them to gain credibility by giving them tools to confirm their message. So Christ wanted his disciples to feel credible. So it means that to feel that he is confident on them. It was kind of like really be there to encourage them, to motivate them, giving them the reason why they should be secure going into the mission. Not only by word, but also he provided them the tool that they needed to be able to heal the leprosy, heal disease, and change lives around them. So that's the tool that he gave to them. And one thing that really struck me here is this. You can't give to people what you are saying you are not. Christ knew that those things that he gave in, those tools that he given to the disciples, he himself have practiced it. He have put them into practice. He has works. So that's why he was so confident, giving them, transcending them into his disciple, for them also to go and bear fruit. But what I really like here is to really see the heart of a leader as a Jesus Christ behind a disciple. We have also to see the heart of the leader. A leader is not just someone who just give instruction. He doesn't just give instruction. A leader is someone who is really concerned about the life of whom is giving an instruction. Is really eager to see the person succeed. You want the person to succeed, not only in the mission, but while doing that, the person also be transformed by what he's doing. Because they always say that it's not what you gain or in business or whatsoever, but it's what you become out of that. That is what is more important. Because again, it's about yourself, it's about your personality, it's about your lifestyle. Everything Jesus did was to train his leader to become, he was to train his follower, his disciple to become great leaders, become stable leaders, confident to themselves, bold in everything that they are doing. That's what the objective of Jesus Christ. Then 6, confident for provision, 9 to 10. It said is 9 to 10. Do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belt, no bag to the journey, or extra shirt, or sandal, or a staff, for the worker is what is keep. That's very important. You did not just send the disciple out without any provision. You did not just send them without any provision. That's why I say Christ care about them. For him, their life were very important to him also. He makes sure that the leader will go outside into the field, into the mission, and come back safely, and come back just the way he sent them, with exploit and victory. That's how a leader should consider himself. A leader should really, really be after seeing his prejudice, seeing his mentee succeed, advancing, having victory into situations, conquer situations. And that's what the heart of a leader should be. It's not just to send them, train them, and send them. No, you must be really connected with your disciple. You must be really connected with your trainee. With your mentee, you must be very, very connected with them. To know where they are going. You are kind of like a shield to your mentee. You are kind of like a shield, and that's how Jesus was to his disciple. It was kind of like a shield. It was really like they are guarding someone. They are their protector. And that is very, very important. It's a powerful way. And then 7, solid convictions. He furnished convictions on how they were to act with both friends and critics. 11 to 15. Whatever town or village you enter, search there for some worthy person and stay at their house until you leave. As you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserting, let your peace rest on it. If it's not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust of your feet. Truly, I tell you, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that town. Wow. A furnished conviction on how they were to act with both friends and critics. You see, he gave them clear instruction and also give them the consequences, for those who will not receive their words and for those who will receive. You see, just so Christ gave them the picture of what they're going to experience. So that's very important that I read Dr. Miles Monroe always says that because he also do painting. He says, before starting painting, you already see the end of the painting. You already see what's going to be at the end. So when he started painting, you already know what's going to come out. And I think that's exactly the way Christ instructor as a leader to be. You have to already see the end of it. You have already planned everything, see the end of what you want to achieve, before either you or before you sending people, to the same path that you already see in the vision. You're sending people there because you have that assurance. That's why the case here, we see that Jesus Christ was so confident. He was so confident on sending the disciple because he knew that he has been there. He already see the vision. He already have the vision. And he already know all the obstacles that the disciple will encounter along the way. He knew all of that. But to encourage them, he gave them instructions. He told them how to handle those situations. He told them, in which to rely when they encounter different situations. And that is very, very powerful, very important. Now, moving toward that now, let us go now into mentorship, to see how Jesus Christ mentor a disciple. It's very, very important. Now we have to really pay attention, because mentorship is something very crucial. It's something that we should not take lightly, because a mentor or a coach is someone that is there to help the mentee achieve their goal. The mentor is not almost specifically there to tell the mentee what to do. No, it's kind of like gather the mentee to accomplish the vision that the mentee has, or the purpose that the mentee has on his own. But in this particular case, excuse me, all of us know that any vision that we have mostly always comes from God. And only God himself can bring people our ways that will help us as a mentor for us to fulfill that purpose that God has entrusted us with. It's very, very important. So let us find out how Jesus Christ take mentorship very serious, and how it displayed his own mentorship lifestyle in disciple. Jesus not only sent out his 12 disciples to serve, but he reminded them that he intended to reproduce his own leadership in them. A part of the preparation process, he instructed them on what is coming. Excuse me, this is something very important, this word. But he reminded them that he intends to reproduce his own leadership in them. You see what a leader is? A leader is really someone that, when he comes to you, he brings his own intent to reproduce his own leadership. He brings leadership into you. So that's why it's very important that for us as a kingdom citizen to come into that position where we think that someone, we have to make sure that our leadership also is pure, that we can control ourselves, that we can lead ourselves in certain manners, that we can be so connected with the source, who is God himself, and learn everything about the concept of the kingdom, that we can easily apply it ourselves, so that we are now able and capable, to transcend that the same method, that the same into someone else's life. It's very important, because it is influence, period. Any person that comes to you as a mentor is someone that will come and influence you. You will influence your life. And that's why we have to take it very serious, because it might influence your life in a positive way or in a negative way. We have to be very, very careful. And let us find out here. First, he challenged them to be wise but innocent. This is the principle that Christ says: be wise but innocent. Verse 16, I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore be a shrewd as snake and as innocent as doves. Very important. Christ already tell you, in this world, I send you like a sheep among wolves. And it's true. Everywhere you go, when you mention that you are a kingdom citizen, it's already an attack against you. Some people may accept it, but the majority will always say no. There's something on attack, and an attack that can easily make you withdraw, or refuse or reject your identity. And that is the thing that is very important. That's why there's where now a mentor is coming into a play to help you to stand firm, to stand strong. Yeah. Second, he warned them about future hardship. A mentor doesn't hide a hardship to his follower. He doesn't tell you, everything will be close, everything will be nice, everything will be okay. No. A really mentor will tell you the truth. He will give you the facts. It will give you what will happen. It will give you exactly what you're going to experience. What the role of a mentor. A mentor doesn't lie to you. A mentor is not there to kind of like to just babysitting you, just tell you what you want to know. No, it's tell you exactly what is happening, the truth, and that's what Christ did. 17 to 18, it says, be on your guard. You will be handed over to the local council and be flogged in the synagogue. On my account, you will be brought before governors and kings as witness to them and to the Gentile. You see, Christ said, in my account, you will be brought to kings. You will face justice. In my account, Christ already prevented. He said, this is what's going to happen. It's like we in normal life that no, we could always face situation. We're going to encounter difficulty. It's part of the process. Christ himself faced them. So why don't we? It's very important. That's the role of a mentor. That's what a mentor is. A mentor is the person who tells you the truth just the way it is. Very, very important. Then third, he instructs them on how to handle this hardship. 19 to 20. It says, but when they arrest you, do not worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you will be given what to say. For it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Is very important. To also not only tell you the obstacle that we have, but at the same time give you the way how to encounter the obstacle, the way how to go around the obstacle. That is also the role of the mentor. So the mentor give you all the package, bad and good. He give you all of them, just the way they are, And that's what Jesus Christ did. Fourth, he preached their personal anguish. 21 to 22. He says, brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. That is the role of a mentor, to affirm. He preached their personal anguish. He did, this is what is going to happen. This is the anguish that you experience. But he told them, if you stand firm because of me, everything will be all right. He gave them the hope and assurance of ultimate victory. Amen. 23. It says, when you are persecuted in one place, flee to another. Truly, I tell you, you will not finish going through the town of Israel before the Son of Man comes. It gives them that perfect assurance, ultimate assurance of victory, that you will not go through this persecution before I came. Before you go through this persecution, I will already be there. And this is amazing. And that is for all of us as a children of God, that, all the persecution that we are experiencing in life, all those things, Christ has a great promise for us. As long as we are persecuted because of the truth of justice, we are in the good way. We are in the best side. Justice should prevail. And there's nothing that can ever quench justice. Everything that is true, noble, beautiful, and that's what God says, there's no law against those things. It's amazing. So we have to be very confident, as a children of God, to go into the mission. While we are representing the kingdom of God, we should be bold, we should be courageous, because Christ has done everything in it and give you the assurance. Now, let us see some less principle. Jesus also clarified the meaning of discipleship. He continued to prepare his men for any contingency. From the perspective of an equiper, consider what Jesus teaches trainee about leadership development. Trainees should submit to the authority of their trainer. That's why I say it's very important. We as a trainee, if you are a trainee, you should submit to the authority of your trainer. It's very important. Verse 24. You should submit. And that is the reason why you have to be very careful. Who are you submitting to? You have to really check out who your mentor is. You have to try to find out the story of your mentors, finding out a lifestyle. Is it someone that can be an example for you to be in a place or to mentor you? It's very, very important. Because remember, this mentor is bringing the influence of his leadership into your life. It can go wrong, it can go right. You have to be very, very mindful, before you accept any mentorship, any person to mentor you. Second, training must recognize that trainers can reproduce only what they are. Verse 25. Exactly. There's no mentor, there's no trainer that will come and multiply and use something that the person himself is not. It's impossible. Sometimes he might copy it, try to influence you, try to impress you with something that someone else is, but it will not work. So you see, again, it's very important to know who is mentoring us. Make some checkup of the person. It's important. Training are to emulate their master. Of course, if you find someone that is an example for you, someone that you check up and you see that this is a person that I really admire, it's a person that I love the lifestyle, his morality, his character, his attitude is really connected to the way of the kingdom. Of course, why don't you emulate the example of that person? Make your lifestyle, but don't change. Don't be someone else. Just be yourself, but just take what is good out of that person and apply it into your life. It's normal. Of course, it's normal. Like we are seeing Jesus Christ today. What kind of beauty example? There's no example that Christ left out to it that you apply in that it doesn't work. It's just the devil trying sometimes to distract us, to deceive us by telling us the opposite. But the leadership of Jesus Christ is stable. And it will continue to be stable because it's based on the truth, and nothing can ever shake the truth. Justice shall prevail, no matter how long he has trying to be kept away. No, he always submerged. Sometimes at the time that no one is expected. That's how powerful the truth is. Trainer must trust God to care for their needs. And very, very important. This is something also very important. Don't ever think that your mentor is the one who is providing you. No. The only person that provides is our source, and who is God, the creator of heaven and earth. He's the only one. Jesus is no more with us now. He left his spirit with us. So there's no other human mentee in which a mentor in which you will see as a God that is the person that's going to provide. No. God just put the person in your life to help you to accomplish the mission that God put into your life. That's all. You have to trust the person, sure. But your really trust should be in God. Only him will provide, because after this mentor give you all those instructions, he give you all, all the tools, the capacity that you need to use, and you find yourself into the field by yourself, as the Bible says, as a sheep among wolves. What do you do when you encounter on who are you going to trust, and who are you going to hold on to as a protection? It's only God, no one else. Your mentor will not ever be around. And that's why their source should, before everything, your source should always be the number one factor, for your sources. Training are to be loyal. Of course, loyalty is very important. 32 to 33. It's very important to be loyal to your mentor. It's also to be truthful to yourself. If you find someone, a good mentor, someone that you respect, you highly rate, you see that the person is bringing good into your life. The person is giving you a sense of morality, a good character, a good attitude. Come on. Why will you want to betray that person? Why? Unfortunately, sure, it happened in this world today where sometimes we can even betray the people that who brought us where we are because someone offer or money or something else. You know, sometimes it happens. But unfortunately, that should not be. We should be trustworthy, we should be trustworthy. So it's very important to, as a mentee, to be to be reliable, that someone can trust you also. But all those things are workable, are something that we learn, we practice, it's very important, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So, beloved, I hope it has been a blessing to you as for me. Well, thank you very much of us as students. And yeah, it's a great pleasure. Thank you very much for your time. And follow us, like us. You can find YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble. We are everywhere. You just need to follow us, like us, give us a thumbnail, notification, so you make sure that any new video you'll be notified. So thank you very much. I was your host of today, Ambassador, broadcasting from one of our studio in Germany. So stay strong, stay in the truth, and be blessed. And see you at the top where the eagle lives. Bye bye.